Today I'm here in Adopt Me to show you things that every Adopt Me player should know. These are some things that I have gotten a lot of comments about and some things that I just think people should know. So let's get right into them. And the very first one is one that I get comments about regularly, and that is how I have 2 pets out. You can play with 2 pets at a time if you get one of the pet certificates. Pet certificates are very, very useful. I recommend getting them if you can. And how to get them is you can either go to the shop and buy them with Robux. You can buy them for 250 Robux, or you get a 10% discount if you have Roblox Plus. You can also get it from the subscription, Pets Plus. I recommend buying this more than buying it with Robux because you can buy Pets Plus with Robux and it is the same value as buying the pet certificate outright. So I would recommend getting the certificate from Pet Plus. It lasts 30 days, so does the pet certificate, and you get a lot more benefits if you buy it Pet Plus. You also get special bait that you can get the guinea pigs from and stickers. So I recommend that over just buying it with Robux, but the pet certificate will be active for 30 days. I have to renew mine tomorrow, it looks like. And to renew it, I just have to pull it out and click, and then I'll ask if I want to reactivate it. And if you press yes, you'll have it for 30 days. I definitely recommend it because you can get a lot more money, and it helps with certain events like the event that is happening right now. You can get more compass coins with the pet certificate because you're taking care of 2 pets instead of just 1. So that's how you get the pet certificate. That's how you have 2 pets out at the same time. Another thing I think a player should definitely know is how to get age pots, because this is also very, very helpful. You can level up a pet with one of these age pots, levels up your pet 30 tasks. So you can level up a pet all the way using age up pots. So you can buy a pet right away, make it into a neon. That's how people are able to make neons so fast. And to get these age up pots, you basically just have to pick like one of your favorite pets or one pet that you want to level up. For me, that is Dolly, and I usually will have like another pet like Jubilee, I have Draculora, and Vivica that I use a lot to level up and get these age pots. I just choose a pet that I personally love and want to play with. You have to level up your pet all the way to friendship level. Once it's at friendship level, it takes 30 tasks to level up once, and once it levels up once, you get 1 age up pot. So I got like 818 age up pots from Dolly alone. And that's just because I only play with Dolly. And then you can use those age up pots to level up pets fast. Another thing I think players should know about is the pet pen. The pet pen is definitely something you want to use as much as you can. Right now I have my sea bed creepers, but you can put eggs in it, you can put pets in it. It either hatches eggs if you put eggs in it, or you can put pets in it to slowly level them up and soon enough have them be fully grown. I just put in whatever pet that I wanted to make a neon or a mega next. And for me right now, that is a seabed creeper. But while you're playing and leveling up your pets, maybe you're getting age up pots from your pets too. You can be working on other pets, or you can be hatching eggs. And hatching eggs is really, really good to do if you don't have a lot of pets. So you can be leveling up pets, maybe making neons and megas of your pets and hatching eggs at the same time. And when I do my egg hatching videos, I put my eggs in the pet pen while I'm hatching eggs, so those will hatch eventually while I'm hatching eggs, just to make it go by a little bit faster. So definitely take advantage of the pet pen. It is super nice for making megas and neons. When I make megas and neons, usually I am able to do that because of the pet pen. Use the pet pen. Don't just let it be empty, always put something in it. And also definitely use the hotbar. You can probably see that I have quite a bit of things in my hotbar, so I can pull out things that I need fast. I just put in things that I use quite often, like food to feed my pets. I get questions about this quite often, and if you go to your settings, you can see it right here in the main settings. Edit hotbar. If you press this button, it'll pull up and then you can put whatever you want in your hotbar. Anything that you use quite often, I would put in your hotbar. You can even put pets and stuff in it too. But I have 9 hotbar spaces, and that's the max amount you can have. But the reason why I have 9, it'll be different if you're using a phone or an iPad, you'll have less. But I have 9 spaces because I am on the computer. So if you're using like a laptop or a PC, you'll have a lot more spaces to use. They don't give you as many spaces because on your phone or your iPad it would take up like all your screen space, so you can only do like 2 or 3 things on a phone or an iPad. Now let's get into some other things that I think are really helpful, and that is values. If you're a newer player or you're a player that doesn't use values, I think you should definitely know how much your pet is worth before you just trade it away, so you can get the most out of your pet, but also use a balance of happy values, of course. So if there is a trade that doesn't have any pets that you like but is still worth your pet, or maybe it's even a little bit over, I personally won't do those trades if I don't like those pets. If you're someone that doesn't have a very big inventory, then I would try to use happy values and values in general so you can get the most out of your pet and also get pets that you like. When it comes to trading, I am pretty picky, but I have a lot of pets in my inventory, so I really just try to trade for things that I want or need. So I like to use a balance of real values and happy values, so I am trading away stuff that I want and I'm not disappointed with the trade. But there is multiple sites you can use. Personally, I see a lot of other players use Riivv3r. I think that's how you pronounce it. There's also players that use AMVGG. Those two are the best ones to use and usually are ones that the players use too. They can be slightly different at times, so I would just choose one that you like and then use it. But like I said, I personally use LV just because I see a lot of other people use it and it's easier for me. So when you go to the site, this is what it looks like. You want to press the value calculator. Personally, I think there's a lot of scams going on in the trading center, so I don't really use that. I'm not sure though, just from stuff that I've heard. You can see here all of the pets and all of the values of your pets, and these values do change quite often too, so you do want to keep that in mind because sometimes there's new pets, so they'll be very valuable in the beginning and then they'll go down in time. And there is a lot of pets that are very unstable and are always changing values. For example, the balloon unicorn is a pretty good example of this. I traded away a balloon unicorn and a bunch of other pets for a bat dragon, and at the time I was really over. When I was trading it that day, I was only over by like 25 points. And then the next day I was over by a lot more. So the values do change a lot. But now if we look back at that trade, you are going to be pretty surprised because the bat dragon went up and I'm pretty sure the balloon unicorn went down. But let me put that trade in so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Now if we look back at that same exact trade, they were over by 138, like a lot. I do think that was because of balloon unicorn and some of my other pets here. I know the Siamese has gone up too, but the bat dragon went up a lot. They also added ride potions, which really made the trade bad on their side, but at the time this was a bad trade on my side. So values do change a lot, and I wouldn't have done this trade either if I was upset trading away any of these pets. These are all pets that I don't love or had multiples of, but that is just value fluctuation. It happens all the time, and a lot of the pets that are really valuable here, like the balloon unicorn, are Robux pets, and also the Hydra here, and also the sea slug. A lot of these are Robux pets, and the bush elephant. There's a lot, okay. And the Cerberus. But yes, they're all Robux pets, and that means that they are usually a little more valuable. If you look at the details here, a lot of the pets that are the most valuable, like the shadow dragon, the frost dragon, the balloon unicorn, the cryptid, all of these are Roblox pets, most of them. Like the bat dragon wasn't, the giraffe isn't, the owl, but these are older pets. So older pets are worth more usually. It also depends on how much the community really likes them too, because there is other Roblox pets like the Keep a Dragon and the candy corn, which the candy corn is going up in value quite a bit. It was at like 5 before. Like the candy corn is one of the newer pets. Sometimes these will take a year or longer than that to really go up in value. And I heard that not a lot of people liked the balloon unicorn at the time when it came out, so not a lot of people bought them, so there's not as many. I think the cryptid is the same. It was just really expensive, so not a lot of people bought it. There's a lot out there, but sometimes that can also make the value go up. Like the giraffe, there's not a lot of giraffes because that's a really old pet and there wasn't as many players at the time when the giraffe was out, so there is less giraffes out there. So that's everything to kind of think about when trading. Just make sure that you are checking the values here, and you can also think about this bat dragon trade here, where before it was a really bad trade for me but then became a really good trade later on, and usually that happens with these higher tier pets. There's also some pets out there like the cabbit and the myrmicorn that really went up in value, but it took it like a year for that to happen. But I think the cabbit is the best one to look at here because the value of that changed and went up a lot and then it went down a lot. And same with the myrmicorn, it's not as bad as the cabbit. It's still holding its value quite well, but it was at like 40 before, where now it's at 33.5. So values do change, but make sure you check, and also don't be disappointed because sometimes you do really bad trades and later find out that they go up in value, like the myrmicorn trade that I did for the Dongo penguins. Probably one of the worst trades that I've done, but that is just the name of the game. That's just what happens with trading. But you can also have really good trades like the bat dragon. I would just keep all that in mind, and I do recommend at least looking at the value before you trade, before you decide if you want to do it or not. You just want to make sure that you get the value of the pet at least at the time. But with other pets that are a little more valuable, like my bat dragon here, they can really fluctuate in value, but at least the bat dragon's always going to be the rarest pet. So you do want to keep that in mind too, if they aren't going to change because they're older pets. Check the values, I recommend it. I would also try to buy Roblox pets. Those seem to be the most valuable pets in the game. Now let's get into the next thing that I think everyone should know about, and that is scams, because a lot of newer players get scammed a lot of the time, and I'm going to go over some of the most common scams. The number one that I saw recently was someone asking if they could draw me. This seems very innocent and actually kind of sweet, but it is usually a scam because they'll draw it and then they'll try to send you a link, and if you click on that link then you'll get hacked. And that is the main thing, is links. Never ever click on links. Like, just in general, when someone sends you a link, don't click on it because that is very dangerous for you. Clicking on links is really bad because you could get a virus in general, but with Adopt Me, usually they will be able to hack into your account. So never ever click on links. Whenever someone says to go to like their YouTube channel and go their bio and click a link, that's also a scam. People aren't just giving away pets unless if it's like in a video and they're saying they're giving away a pet. But if they ever tell you to go and click on a link, then just know that is a scam and never ever do that. That is so dangerous, and they will go in and they will steal all of your pets. Another thing that I've been seeing a lot recently is people will trade you and it will look like it's a YouTuber's username, and then they'll tell you like they're gonna give you their dream pet, but you have to give them a pet first. If they are going to be giving away a pet, they'll just give it to you. If someone doesn't just outright give you a pet, then don't do it. And if it's an unbalanced trade, never ever do it. Even if they say they're going to give you something later on, just don't do it. And never ever trust anyone, especially with the username thing. Like, there's been a lot of people saying that they have gotten scammed from YouTubers, but it's not YouTubers usually. It's people who are acting like YouTubers. So never trust those people. And like I said, if they're just not going to give you a pet outright, then don't do it. And usually YouTubers are a little bit older for the most part. Like, I have 21 plus chat on Roblox, so I can't talk to anyone who doesn't have 21 plus chat. So if I'm chatting with you or another YouTuber's chatting with you but they're older, that's not them. That's not them at all. Don't fall for those scams either. Never trust anyone. Never give away a pet. Don't do spin the wheel. Don't go click on links. And if you ever do get scammed, you can use your trading license and look back at your trades, and then you can report the trade and you can tell them what happens, like the fake giveaway scam, cross trading, you didn't do this trade other, and then you can kind of like explain what happened and report it. It does take a while, by the way, those are my old accounts. It does take a while to get your pets back, but eventually you will. And I can always do a video about how to get scammed pets back if you guys want me to, because you can do other things too, but that is just the basic way to get back scammed pets. But like I said, it might take them a couple of months because there's a lot of people trying to get their scammed pets back. Don't trust anyone, only do fair trades, and don't fall for those scams. Another thing that I think people should know more about is releasing pets. So if you go into the nursery and you go over here, you can release pets. And there's a few things that I think people should know before they start releasing pets. You can get some pretty good pets from it, like the silverback gorilla, and some of the other high tier pets is like the dragon fruit fox, the Dongo penguins, and the Emberlight, because you can only get those pets from the pet releaser. But you have to release pets and then use your tickets to buy crystal eggs. And you can talk to Jane to release your pets here. But there's a few things I would definitely try to keep in mind before you release any pets. A good example is this alicorn. This alicorn is a neon, it's still in the game. So this is a good pet to release because I can still get a bunch of alicorns if I open up the basic eggs, because you can get alicorns from the basic eggs. A pet that I wouldn't release is any pet that is not in the game. Like the candy corn is not in the game. It does give you quite a bit of tickets, but I would not release this candy corn because it is going to probably be more valuable later on, and it's not in the game and I can't get more of them. And I also recommend trying to do more pets that are not as valuable, like this Galapagos sea lion is a really good one to release. The alicorn is pretty good too because it's a legendary, it's a neon, it gives you a lot of points, but I would try to get more alicorns so I can make it into a mega and get a lot more points. Because mega legendaries give you so much more points than just a neon one. Like, look at the difference there. And I also have quite a bit of alicorns. They're not too hard to get. You just have to open up some more eggs to get more. But personally, I like to stick to ones that aren't too rare, ones that are still in the game, and ones you have a lot of. Like if you open up a bunch of endangered eggs, more than likely you're gonna have a bunch of California condors or the Galapagos sea lion, because those are common. You can make those into megas, put them in tier, and once you have multiples of them, you can get a lot more tickets. Just keep that in mind because you can get a ton more if you just make it into a mega. I don't think it's really worth releasing neons at all, really. And you don't lose the value of your mega legendary or anything like that. At least make sure it's in the game anyways. So those are some rules and some things that I like to keep in mind when I do the pet releaser, just so I don't lose value too much. Those are some things that I think every Adopt Me player should know. If you guys have any other ideas, you can leave them down below in the comments. I have lots of other ones. If you want a part 2 and you found this helpful, let me know and I can do another part. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!